Hello friends, this is Prashant Sagre. Today I am going to teach you HTML5 lesson. Before we starting the practical, just we have to look into some introductory part of HTML5. So before we starting the HTML5, just we have to see what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and this language is used to create web application for web application development. The previous versions of HTML, that is HTML 4.0 and XHTML, and nowadays we are using the latest version of HTML, that is HTML5. Now we will see what new elements are added into HTML5. Just we will see one by one, that is semantic elements, control attributes, graphic elements and multimedia elements. Now we will see what is semantic element. Semantic elements describe clearly to understand the developer as well as user. HTML5 provides some semantic elements, that is header, footer, article, section, nav, which is used to divide the layout into different part. Just we will see this image which shows you how layout divide into a different area, that is header, nav, section, article, aside and footer. As if we compare to HTML4, in HTML4 just we have to write our own classes and ID for style the element. We will see I am writing div. Here I have mentioned one ID. The name is header and close div. I write this code for HTML4. Okay, and now what we are using in HTML5, that is the specific tag which is used for divide the header of the page, is header and close header. So this is the main difference between HTML4 and HTML5. This is an HTML5. Okay. Now another new elements are added, which is control attributes. Now what is control attributes? Means if we have to put some numbers, date, calendar, whatever we have to put into our web application, so the HTML5 provides some controls, that is number, date, time, calendar, range. So the purpose behind introducing the new controls means avoiding the validation. As we compare with the HTML4, if we have to add the numbers, then we have to use the extra validations for putting the only numbers into that control. But in HTML5 there is no need to provide any extra validation. Just we will see one example here. I already write code over here. So just we have to put input type equals to number. I mention minimum and maximum length of the number. So just I run this code, launch in Chrome. You can see the number control. If I will try to enter only the characters, then it will not take character, and if I am trying to put the numbers, then it will take numbers. So this is the main purpose, means we don't want to enter any extra validations over there. So this is the main difference. Okay, so same, if we have to use the date into our application, then we can use the date control, time control, calendar control. There is no need to provide extra validation for these controls. Okay, now the multimedia elements. Now what is multimedia elements? Means Now, multimedia elements. Multimedia element which is used to add the audio and video into our web applications. If we compare with HTML4, if we have to add any audio and video in HTML4, just we have to use the extra plugins. We are using we had used embedded tag for putting the extra plugins into HTML4, but in HTML5 there is no need to add any extra plugins. Just we have audio and video tags. Okay. Now the another thing which is added into HTML5, that is graphics element. If we have to add any extra graphic into our web application, then we have to use SVG and canvas. Means graphic means if we have to put any chart as well as any things related to the graphic, then we have to use these elements. Okay. Now if we think and if we have to write any code into a text editor, then the code looks like this. That is the P, which is a tag, and the P includes some information, that is this is the first demo, that is element, and P tag has attribute, that is ID equals to demo ID. If we have to add any extra styles, then we have to use ID over there, and this is start and end tag. Okay, so now we will see how to write HTML code into a text editor and how to save it and how will we get any output from this code. So just I will introduce the code which I write over there. Block type HTML means block type, it's not a tag, but just it is mentioned which version we are using for HTML. That is the block type HTML, which is used for HTML5. After that, if we are write any code, just we have to put the HTML, and within that HTML tag we have two sections, that is header and body section. So now a header section which is used to describe the information about web page. Means what is the first tag, which is meta character UTF-8. Character data which consists of the numbers, letters and symbols used in web applications isn't managed by computer. When you write a character data in a text editor for a web application, it's encoded using a series of numbers. When user browse web application, these numbers are decoded and placed on screen. For that purpose, we are using meta character UTF-8. After that, the title demo page. This is the title for the page. Means we will see. I will run this. Chrome. This is a demo page. Means the name displayed for the web application. Okay. Then the main body content into a body tag. Means if we have to display, just I write over there the one sentence. This is the first demo page, so I include this text into body tag. Means whatever the main body of the page, just we have to put into a body tag. So after this, I save this file. Save as demo page .html. Save. Okay. And now I run this code, launch in Chrome. I got the output. This is the first page. So in this tutorial, just I was trying to show you what is the difference between HTML5 and HTML4, and how to write the code into a text editor, and how to run and how to get the output. This is my first tutorial. In next tutorial we will see the next part of HTML5. Then we will see guys into next tutorial. Okay, bye.